the man suddenly pulled off the grenade's pole ring, but he threw the grenade at his feet. The squad leader quickly dragged him out of the foxhole and immediately punished the man by making him do 50 push-ups. The country had newly developed a rocket launcher, yet the man couldn't understand the instructions on it. Right after the female squad leader finished demonstrating, the next second, he carried the rocket launcher in the wrong direction. So the man was punished again with 100 push-ups. The man raised his hand and was the first to take part in the hand-to-hand combat examination. He was knocked down by the female squad leader in just one round, and as a result, he was punished to do another 300 push-ups. The officer had no choice but to send the man to the logistics department to deliver water. As soon as he entered the desert, the man's truck broke down and he fell behind. At this moment, the armed militants suddenly launched an attack. They set up machine guns and fired in all directions. The man quickly drove a truck at the rear and fled. But suddenly, thick smoke came out of the truck, and it was completely out of USE.AT this time. They found a base ahead, but the next second, 4 AK rifles were pointed at them. They were imprisoned by the armed militants. Just then, their unit carried out an airstrike on the enemy base. Unexpectedly, the missile directly blew a crack in the prison wall. They kicked down the wall, seized a truck from the armed militants, and successfully escaped from prison. However, the truck soon ran out of fuel. They had to buy a camel from the local people. At this moment, they were surprised to find airdrop supplies from their unit ahead. They quickly assembled the radio in the airdrop and contacted the headquarters. To their surprise, the officer ordered them to attack the armed militants' base. They left one person to guard the airdrop supplies, and the others set off towards the armed militants' base. At this time, the armed militants were preparing to launch an atomic bomb weighing 6,000 kilograms. Suddenly, the armed militants discovered them and drove a jeep towards them. The man aimed at the armed militants and fired frantically, but soon ran out of bullets. He quickly took out the rocket launcher, but suddenly, an armed militant came from behind. The camel directly knocked the armed militant flying. The man picked up the rocket launcher again, but unexpectedly, he carried it in the wrong direction once more. The shell hit behind him. Now there was only one shell left. The man immediately aimed at the atomic bomb that was about to be launched. The shell passed by the atomic bomb, but hit the oil depot of the armed militants' base, blowing up both the atomic bomb and the base. As a result, the man and the camel became heroes of the unit together.